from Austria. Someone just asked me how I programmed my brick tiling GDL, so I will show you now. These are the things. It's just in German Archicad, but if you follow the numbers of the open menus, you are able to follow. And I try to talk about the English language terms. Okay, I just activated it with the arrow key. Then I go to Files, Libraries and Objects, and Open Object. You can, if you want to make a new object, it's possible to make a new object with this as Open Object, which is activated, and you get directly into the programming interface, GDL programming interface in Archicad. So first you see which kind of object it is or it should be. Then auto, I didn't write in anything because it's not a very complicated object, and you can script what's the meaning of it and shorter. So the next one is the parameters. You can make new parameters, not just only A, B, and the height of it. You can name it and you can tell every parameter what it should be. An integer, for example, or a natural number, or a length, or an angle, or something like this. For the rows, I decided to get an integer. And so you can make new ones, you can delete it, you can alter the row number of the place where it should appear then later. So that's one of the important things. Then you have a master script where all calculations which should be made for 2D and 3D should be in there. But I don't have anything in there because there's this commenter site sign before. So I just tried something and then I made this sign here so that it won't be executed. Then 2D script, just a projection of 3D, that's a command for a projection. And then I did all in the 3D script. So this is the whole program. There's the end. And here are the program inner functions. So for all of this, you have to go there with a go soup. So first I made a hotspot. You can later activate with the mouse. Then I go a little to the X direction. I rotate it 90 degrees and I cut it. All what comes later I cut here. It's for the first brick. If the brick is a little moved to right or left, so that it don't come out of the wall edge. And there's a second cut plane, also a little to the x-axis, and all what is in there should have an end. So all is programmed within 2 cut planes. So then I set the number of the Scharen, it's called, of the rows, of the columns, to null, to 0. And some other parameters, I can declare parameters also in here without making them here. But I have to give a terminate. Okay. And then do it 20 times. And then there's the goSubs to the real functions. This is the real functions for the first row, column, row, okay. For the first number of bricks in one height, okay. So, this is the single brick block. No, okay, that's not the brick. That's the mortar. That's the mortar. Okay, where is the brick? Here's the brick. The brick in the x-axis. Okay, now that's also mortar. This is the mortar beside the brick, the height of the brick, and that's the mortar under the brick. Then this should be the brick, the block, and all the actions between them, it's just to move every brick in the x-axis and the y-axis, and do it all again. So for a beginner, it seems to be very complicated, but it's definitely not really. So I make a new one to show how you can do it. So I go to the ground floor and library, new object. So new parameter. I name it often, and I make the parameter to an integer, and I say 5 times it should appear. I do it up. So brick x, brick y. So in centimeters, 25 in Austria, 12, and 0.5. No, okay. 0.25. 12. Okay, in meters. It's better in meters because my project is in meters. So now I can go to the 3D script and type in and I get one brick. I save it. Brick row. Should do it in English, I think. Okay. And when I want to see it in 2D, I have to take the exact command project2. What kind of site? what angle and how it should be projected. You can read it in the help manuals GDL reference book. So I copied this because I've wrote it there, and go to the new one and go to 2.3 script and say okay. So this is the command to see something what I've made in 3D that you can see it in 2D. Project 2, 3, 270 and 2. 3D script. So save it. And now I go to the ground floor and put it in. Here, object. I go to the brick row. Here you can see a preview. Okay. And I put it in. Now it's one single brick here. Okay, but it should be a row. So I put some commands to it. For, what was the parameter name? Often. For I ist 1 to often. It's just a number parameter to number it. So next I, and between there all will be made from 1 to often in our 5 times. It will be calculated. So, but if I do this, I won't see anything else than before because I didn't shift the coordinate axis. So I have to add x a plus, also plus the mortar thickness. Okay, this one I have to declare first. I copy it, I go to parameters, I make a new parameter, I copy it in. That's the name for the program, that's the name for the user. 1 centimeter. Then I go to 3D script and check it if it's all okay. I have something to do. Stop, something is not right until now. Let's check it. Oh, it should be okay. Another parameter. Let's have a look at it. Oh, here. See, it's not ZZ, Y, Z, X was the term. Okay. So you can check if you have made some mistakes just by clicking here. Now it's okay. I save it, Apple S, and I go to ground floor, and now I have the 5 one. 5, 10, okay. So now I can program further. I can make a second brick. The y-axis. So I copied this and added E to the y-axis, put in a block and set back the coordinates. Del 1, that's the command. script. Okay. Save and look at it. Now I have 2 bricks in a row. So that's the core of the whole program. Not the same parameter names, but that's the core of the whole program, which I used in this script. So it should be possible for any beginner to achieve something like this. I hope you enjoyed it and have fun and have success. Greetings from Austria.